There we go. You ready? I ain't hit start yet.
What's your purpose then if you're not going to hit start?
Alright, man, alright.
You're going to hit the
Here
start
we go.
button.
Now we rolling. Let's go. Start button. Start button. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Into the scene. Into the scene. Still ain't here. Still ain't here. I don't know what's wrong with him today. Here he come. Whoa, cut off.
Get your hand off my machine, man.
Episode 54, 5? No, 56. What the fuck we at? Are we at 56? 53?
We are in Club Gas here at episode 56 of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. I am Dblock. This is Daeo to my left.
The truth teller. Did it again. Oh, cute.
It's going to be a short episode today, guys. Serious. It's going to be fucking in and out. This episode is gonna fucking fly by, man. Dale messed up my intro, man. Here you go, man.
Sorry about that.
My intro, man. We'll restart this over,
Okay.
man. Welcome to episode 56 of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. I am D-Block. To my left, Dale, the truth teller. We're back in where we at? Club Gas.
Club Gas.
We're in Club Gas.
We out here.
How you doing, man? I got all my
Pardon me, I'm coughing already. You do. I was gonna go with the gift that was given to me. What was it, last week? Was that last week?
It was.
I was gonna go with it, but then I thought about how you always say I wear too much of the same Cub shit. You know what I'm saying? I wear too much of the same stuff episode by episode. Wait a minute.
Right.
You got a chain on? Oh, wait. Wait. Fuck all that. Check this out. You like that? Check this out. 2K.
Gay. Homosexual. That's what he is.
He got jewelry on. I have a forbidden tattoo. Episode 56, let's go, man. So I was going to go with the blue and white, but I don't want to go Cubs. And given that last night was such a huge night for the Chicago Bears, I felt that it was only necessary for me to come and represent. Since we've been in such bad spirits when it ties to the Bears, it's actually something to feel good about. And it's a shame because he's done absolutely nothing, but it just tells you about the history of being a Bear fan. But that's how I'm doing. I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great about your Bears pick.
Yes.
So the Bears did something which they did it a couple of years ago with their pick. They drafted up to get Trubisky.
Did it wrong though.
What makes this one right?
They should have drafted up to get Watson.
But what makes this one right? I'm not asking what
They
they
should
should
have even
have
drafted up. What makes this one right is because he's the second best talent in the entire draft behind Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
So
he's better than Devontae Smith?
Well, he's a wide receiver.
You said he's the second best talent
Quarterback.
in the draft.
Pardon me, quarterback.
I'm going off what you said.
Quarterback.
Okay.
Quarterback. And Deontay Smith, I would absolutely take Josh Fields over any other position player. We don't need position players.
And
I've
his
seen
name
it.
Justin Fields?
Whatever the fuck his name is.
So
Whoever
you
the
don't
guy
even know
is.
his name, but you're
Justin
claiming him to be the second best talent.
Come on, man. You know what I mean.
I'm
We're
just-
going to dissect it? Let's dissect it.
We're dissecting the Bears
Justin
fan.
Fields. Absolutely.
Right.
Justin Fields. I'm bad with names. Everybody, if you followed every 56 episodes, you know I'm horrible with names.
55 episodes.
You just said this episode 56.
Oh, you said, okay.
Man,
Well, they can't follow this when it's in progress.
it's this one. In progress, they're going to follow it and say, hey, yeah, he fucked up again.
Okay.
So it's a common thing. But absolutely, Justin Fields is the second best quarterback in the draft. And I've never...
Better than Mac Jones that went to the Patriots?
Absolutely, he's going to be better than Mac Jones.
Have you watched both of them, or is this just what you're saying?
This
off
is-
of like Mel Kiper's big board.
This is what I'm seeing and what I'm saying. And when we talk about Mac Jones, when you want to see the stationary, standstill ass white man who the Bears have been drafting, who you see outside of Trubisky, who was a project.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, I would like Trey Lance, but I think that he's more of a Mitchell Trubisky, more closer to Trubisky because of the games played than Justin Fields, who has done it on a big level and has performed against in big matchups, big teams, and big games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we've black quarterback been drafted. We're not talking about Cordell Stewart or Jason Campbell, somebody that's black on the tail end of their career who probably shouldn't even be. Wow, a lot of fucking lighters up here. In the arena, I just think that it was the right thing to do when we drafted up. I was praying that he didn't get Mac Jones. And what they don't talk about is when they say like he failed because he had some character issues, right? Did you hear that?
Who?
Justin Fields, he started to drop in the draft because he had some character issues.
No,
they don't really talk about his character issues. They talk about Cam Newton character issues. He stole a laptop and threw it out the window, and that followed him all the way through his NFL career. Mac Jones had a DUI.
I didn't know Cam Newton threw a laptop out of the window.
Yeah, all right, well, that tells me how much you follow football. But we talk about, all right, when we talk about Mac Jones, he fucking had a DUI. Put lives in danger. Have you heard about that? No, you ain't heard about it. Have you?
I haven't. I don't care.
Okay,
I've got just talking about it on the field.
I'm talking about character issues. I'm telling you why Justin Fields failed. They say he got some character issues.
Okay.
That they fail to talk about. But Mac Jones has real character issues that if he was a black quarterback, they absolutely would have highlighted it. Correct? Okay.
I guess. But what about the Bears selecting him? What do you think is going to be different with this pick? Why do you feel like this is different and this is better than what they did with Trubisky?
Because he's better than Trubisky, hands down. Far better. If I would compare him to somebody, like I say, it would be Watson coming out of college, who should have been the first quarterback drafted in the draft. Even though Mahomes is better,
so
Watson
he's on the same talent level as Watson, you saying?
If I had to compare him to closely, absolutely. I'm not comparing him to Watson because I've been seeing him play.
Same talent level as Watson. You said coming out of college, he's on the same talent level as Watson.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to start him, or do you think they're going to play 8 games and then put him in next season?
He's not going to start. Bears don't do shit like that. And honestly, with Matt Nagy, if he doesn't change his, if Matt Nagy goes into the season with that same stubbornness and hey, this my way, you want me to switch? My way. I'm gonna come in, chuck the ball down the field, do funny trick plays, don't run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Then absolutely, I don't want to see Justin Fields playing. I want to see Andy Dalton run his ass out there. And what they did this season was like win those unnecessary games. That's what I want to see them do this year. We don't have a first round pick next year. So it's really pointless. So like I would want to see them just, for me as a fan, I would love to see him on the field day one. But in my right mind, I know that he shouldn't be on the field day one. You should go ahead and let him sit back and let him learn, develop, and let Andy Dalton go ahead and start the season. Here you go.
Okay.
Did you watch the draft?
I didn't. I would never watch the football draft, and I only watched the NBA draft. The only one I can remember watching was 2003 when Wade, Braun, and Melo came out.
So you really not a fan of I don't watch college football either. But, I don't know. I think it's
I just think it's boring you sitting there watching somebody's name to get said for them. Like, it's not like it's no real interviews or anything happening after that. It's not like it's nothing really. You know what I'm saying? So I don't true diehard fan my ass. Like, that's just boring to me. Like, you just sitting there waiting. I can wait after 10 minutes and then you can just see the only thing you really want to see in basketball is the top 10. In football, I think you only just looking at the top 3, and that's just based upon who the quarterback and stuff like that. Everybody else, I guarantee you, if you ask the vast majority, who the fuck is that? You probably never seen him play, never heard of him. So
that's
it's
Fields. That was Fields.
They said Mika Parsons.
But number one, that was Fields. But go ahead.
What do you mean that was Fields?
No, that was him.
No, it wasn't. When I said if you don't know who that is, that was the other dude on there, Mika Parsons.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
I'm saying you probably don't know who that is. That's my point. So I'm saying
no, I don't know who that guy is.
What you watching the draft for is for me. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't watch the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his name's up there again, guy. But
that's the pass rusher. I'm saying that number one. I thought you were talking about the quarterback. That's what I was.
So the one that got his ass sacked was Fields.
Yeah, that was Fields.
So you want to point out you're not convincing me. If I was a Bears fan or wanted to buy some stock and everything, from everything that you just said, you're not convincing me of anything about why. I
don't have to convince you because if you're a Bears fan, and why the Bears, you would be excited today.
If I was I don't know why though. That's what I'm saying. Me and you had the conversation on the phone. I don't feel like the Bears should have done this. Even with looking at the Green Bay Packers, I think they should trade Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
You shouldn't hold on to him. Aaron Rodgers has 1 Super Bowl win, and 15 years or whatever. He is one of the greatest quarterbacks. I think the greatest quarterback ever played. But he hasn't produced. He hasn't won anything. So what happens is you end up keeping people who have not produced. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of kind of like Russell Westbrook.
MVP.
Okay, he's won an MVP, but he hasn't won any games. He haven't won the Super Bowl. He haven't even been back to the Super Bowl. I mean, when the last time he was in the NFC Championship? It was like 5 years ago. So it's like you holding on to somebody for his name, not necessarily for what they're doing in their talent level. Like, it's over with for Aaron Rodgers. So while he's still good, get rid of his ass, get some good players, and then start over and build up. Like, that's why I think is missing in sports, period. Everybody wants to be good right now instead of just doing what your Oklahoma City would do, what your San Antonio would do, which is just suffer through it. If I got to lose a couple of seasons, we got to lose some games, that's fine. But we're going to build a good core, we're going to build a good base, and then we're going to come out strong on the other end. I think the Bears are going to be just what they are. They're going to be trash. You're going to send this young rookie out there probably 9 games into the season after Andy Dalton stink it up, Nagy gets fired. You're going to send his ass out there, he going to fuck up his confidence because Chicago fans are the stupidest, dumbest, ignorant fans in the fucking world. Y'all like fucking New York Knicks fans or whatever. Like, y'all will trash a player that's trying to develop and want to get his ass out of there. He go to another team and he could do good. Tyson Chandler, Jamal Crawford, even Kirk Hinrich to a certain extent. He went over there and had very productive years in Atlanta. Like, Chicago fans are the worst fans in the world to me. Maybe it's just because I live here, but from me watching all Chicago teams, like, y'all all do the same shit over and over again. It's like running your head up against the wall, especially the Bears. So.
But see, it's easy. Do you have a football team that you follow? Are you a real fan of a actual team?
Of the Steelers and the Ravens.
Okay, so you, I don't know what type of fan. Like, so this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't want them. So Big Ben, do you not want to see what happens after him? Do you know what needs the Steelers need? Like, are you into it that way?
The Steelers at this point, the Steelers probably need to move on from Ben Roethlisberger.
No, I'm just not just talking about quarterback. I'm just saying, like, what are their biggest opportunities? Like, what do they need?
Running back, and they need a wide receiver.
So you
they
think
need
they
a number
need
one? I know they need a number one wide receiver, and they running back ain't shit.
When Juju Smith,
a number one wide receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster has shown that he is not a number one. He's probably not even number 2. He's a damn good number 3, potentially number 2. They gave Juju Smith-Schuster the reins this year. He didn't do anything with him. You're not ready. You're not good enough. Move on. There's no. With football, it's faster. You learn shit faster in football than you do in basketball. Okay. So he was doing all that shit when you had AB there. AB was your number 1. Then AB moves away. You the number 1. Look what you're doing. You're not producing. You're not doing anything. So we need a wide receiver, a number 1 wide receiver. I feel like we need a fucking running back as well. I don't like the running back that they got. Aside from that, we need to find the successor of Ben Roethlisberger and move on, or trade his ass and get some pieces and move the fuck on. It's a couple of, we're going to get off of football, but Seattle need to move on from Russell Wilson. Green Bay need to move on. Pittsburgh need to move on. Matt Ryan ass in Atlanta, he need to get the fuck up out of there. You seen Detroit do it with Matt Stafford. He gone. Tom Brady was the first domino. He gone. Drew Brees gone. Like,
well, they just drafted a tight end. But what would you have done if you were in the Bears situation?
I would have drafted offensive lineman. I would have shored up the O-line.
Okay. Well, they just in the second round, they traded up again, and they got one of the best offensive linemen in the draft as a tackle. So they only got 3 picks. But I think if they go ahead and get him, they got the offensive lineman. Now if they go draft him a wide receiver in the 3rd round, because there's a lot of good receivers still out of there, I think they could do something. It comes down to the coach and the GM for me. That's what I think. I think they're okay with the talent on the field. I think it comes down to the coach, and if he's willing to, play into like how Baltimore changed their system to design it around Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be stubborn, or even what's the guy in Buffalo?
Allen, Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even down in Tennessee. What is it, Tannehill? Like, adapt to the quarterback that you have. Don't be too stubborn to, you know what I'm saying, adjust to what, you know what I'm saying, play around what his strengths and weaknesses is. And I think we can go far. Like, if it was up to me, the fan in me, I would hope that we could put Justin Fields on the field right away, and he turns into like Russell Wilson was, or even Dak. You just put it right in and they perform. That's in my world of reality. But I think in the real world of the Bears, they're going to let Andy Dalton go and fuck it up.
What's been going on in the real world of your week, man? How's your week been?
My week has been My week has been crazy. I tell you that. I've learned a lot about myself this week. Just a lot of self-reflecting, you know. And that's pretty much all.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, I don't know what that one was. I don't know what you was aiming
That's
okay. Yeah, man, just a lot of self-reflecting and just that's it, man. Spend time with my. God, that's it, man. I don't know if you want me to go. I'm gonna be talking the whole fucking episode. So I don't know if you want me to go more in depth.
My week has been crazy, man.
You want me to share with the public? You want me to share my week with the public?
Share as much as you would like to, man. I just asked how your week been. You said it was crazy.
Because that's the problem.
You didn't say anything.
No, that's the problem. I share too much.
Okay.
So that's why I scale back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I won't get ahead of myself. You know
Podcasters don't want to talk. Scale back. Okay.
Here we go.
Wrong place to do that. But all right. Okay. Let's still
Sosa cough.
The cat doesn't want to talk.
No, right. Man, just a lot, man. Just a lot. But
let's talk about your tattoo, man. How did that come about?
No, this ain't about my tattoo. You know what? You know how it came about? My girl, she wanted to do some fun things. She ordered these little sticker tattoos, and I'm saying it on the motherfucking camera.
Okay.
Because I'm always supposed to like the party people. I never participate in things. So I said, you know what? Go ahead. Now, that don't tattoo what I'm talking about. You ain't got to put on the
party. You say you want to get a little crazy. You want the party.
All right, man. You used my beat for the wrong shit. So I said, you know what? What is that? Like one of those little tattoos? She had one on. Kenya had one on. I said,
like Hinta?
Give me one. Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. A little sticker. Put it on my arm. Set it there. I like the spot. Looking for the... I actually wanted feedback on it because this is why I was thinking about getting my next real tattoo with Tamara's name on it.
Oh, that's fake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are real? That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, go on.
Participating. So this is not real. This will be gone. This is like, you could put one of these on for like 3 weeks. This is like a trial run. That's why I said 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a 2K tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was, I'm going to tell you, bro. You know what I'm going to tell him about him? We'll wait. Because he going to look away. He always shocked. This is the most confused motherfucker in the world to everything. He's always caught by surprise. He's always
because I didn't know what you meant by 2K tattoo.
He's always caught by surprise. I tell you, this guy's always.
You put a fucking a picture of a rose up to me and say 2K. What am I supposed to?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But that was me wanting to participate and do something fun. So I showed like, all right, I went ahead and did it, and I wasn't too proud to show it. There you go. Yeah, man. Like,
okay. Why wouldn't you want to show it? It looks nice.
It's official, right?
It's okay. It looks great.
I mean, something you could do. Just try it out to see how it
I wouldn't do nothing like that, but...
Okay, you too cool for it?
I'm not too cool. I don't have anybody to do it with, so I wouldn't sit in my own house by myself and be like...
Then you weird.
Let me just pick something out.
Then you awesome.
Slap it on my arm. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I tell you all the time, you can do a lot of things because you have a family. There's a lot of things that you choose not to do, you can do because you have a girlfriend and a family.
Yeah.
So you narrow yourself down and not want to do certain things because you want to be too macho and machismo.
Well, no, that's why I got this on my arm.
I would have a whole fucking sleeve of those things on if it was me.
There's more coming. I want to try them out, various spots, so I can just, practice. I can peel it off whenever I'm ready, or it could just stay there.
What made you go with the flower? That's the only thing they had?
Well, it was 4. And my next tattoo, it would be something like a rose, like this one here. I don't want to cover it up because it's my first one and it's my baby.
You want to go around it?
Yeah, I want to go around it, and I was thinking like some roses and shit like that, and I always love that type of tattoo. So she had like 4 of them. It was different variations of it. This was my favorite one. So I tried it out in this spot to see how it would look, and there's probably going to see a real official one with a name attached to it, something similar to this. So
whose name?
It's going to be Tamara. TJ's going to go in here somewhere, blend in with Tamara. With Talia. And
what's you gonna put around it?
That's what I'm saying. That's been the big debate because it's going to be
TJ's name. Are you gonna put it across?
I just put TJ.
You gonna use the T for Talia for the TJ?
No, I probably have to do something else.
Okay.
It took me fucking 10 years to get another one, so it's probably not gonna happen because I'm not really into tattoos like that. It is not really my thing, but I think it's something necessary. Like I want to do this whole arm for my kids, and then this one for like my deceased mom and like fallen relatives. Like that was the plan. And luckily, it's only still bare.
Oh, like our last guest, Pat Man, who was on the show the other day. Let's give a round of applause for Pat Man. We're good in the bad, so you're gonna have the the love and the pain on one side. That's what it's gonna be.
Well, I didn't really look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do portraits.
It's off the top.
Yeah, I wanted to do portraits. Like I wanted to do that. I'm not into tattoos that much, but I would have did like faces, like they faces and crosses and shit like that. That was always what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it would be something like that. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, joy and pain.
So you gonna have an arm full of faces on your arm?
Yeah, that's what I thought about. I was young me. That's the same one that thought that I just make it to 40.
But what about this Daeo? So you still got that thought? Now
no, that's why I haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Like, no, I'll probably go with a cross. I'm thinking more so like a cross or maybe something with like a banner where you can just attach the names to it. Okay. So you're not really going through all the extra shit. I haven't put too much thought into it. But I think that's something that I got to do.
Such your week, man. A lot of reflecting, mumming yourself, and being a little more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Good,
like even now, like when we leave here, I'm like, I could have just went and grabbed something to eat, went home and ate. Maybe I'll go to like the little spot that's open. What we got?
Where you going? Where you going?
We're not doing anything. That's a real nice chain, man. I want to get into that. Was it a Swisher? Wait a minute.
See what I say, man?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Well, something like that. Maybe like a Bar Louie or just something. You get like a drink, get something to eat.
Okay.
Just be outside, you know?
Okay.
We outside.
How's you outside for?
Yeah, how's your
What time you coming in? What time are you going in?
Put your watch
when you
up.
say be outside, what's outside is past 12, 1. Are y'all going to paint the town red?
No, absolutely not. It'll probably be in before midnight. I'm just going to say
before midnight?
We probably going to call it the night before midnight. This is
so you just going to go sit down, eat, but you ain't going to go. Are you going to go to an after spot?
No, we're not doing that. I'm old as fuck. We're not doing no after spots, hanging out like that. We're going to have a drink and a...
That's what I'm saying. You could go eat, and then you could go do something else after eat. So
what,
you go
like
to like
jam and boogie?
You go like a sports bar. You can go somewhere and shoot pool, go bowling, anything like that.
Yeah, it's Friday night. Everything's pretty packed. Just not really a fan
You're
of
the fucking birds. I'm pretty sure you can find an empty fucking
yeah, it'll be too empty. Then who want to go somewhere where it's like where we went August 5th of last year, or was it this year? One of them years. Like, nah.
I don't know, man. It depends. When I used to go shoot pool with me, Nico, and Jose, we used to go to this up on Grand, and we like going there because it wouldn't be nobody in there. So whenever we're going there, at the most, it'll probably be like two different sets of people shooting pool. We'll always get the table in the back, and they always be up front. So it'd be like, you're in your own little zone. They play music, like when more than two people in there, they'll play some music, and it won't be that loud, you know what I'm saying? You can still talk, you still just, you know what I'm saying, be outside and kicking it. So you don't really, whenever it got like super busy, I never really like crowds like that and nothing like that. And especially over there, like, wherever you go, it's fucked up being black. Because if you're in a black neighborhood and a lot of black people start walking in, you're like, all right, it's time to get the fuck up out of here. If you're in a Hispanic neighborhood and a lot of Hispanics start walking in, you're like, all right, it's time to get the fuck out of here. If you're in a white neighborhood, a lot of white, you like, all right, it's time to get the fuck out of here. So you can't go, when you black, you can't be nowhere and it start getting a little crowded. If you a real nigga, you start being like, all right, man, it's probably time to rotate. Unless you got a lot of niggas with you, then you'll probably stay. But just, you know, some kicking and shit.
Being a black man.
Yeah.
Fuck just being black. Because a black girl can go to these places and they'll just adapt. It's the
but
man.
It's dangerous for them, too. They may want to get up out of there. You know, Mexicans start whistling and mamacita and all that. And hey.
Not like us. It's violence behind that. Behind 2 out of the 3.
I don't know, man. We have to
and
ask
maybe 3 out of the 3
about that. But, yeah. I don't know, man. I would do that. It's like intimate night. You and her, you teach her how to shoot pool. Y'all get y'all some beers, go over there, get drunk. I'm always trying to set Daeo up, man. Get out and spice up his fucking life. He never really wants to do it.
Here we go.
I'll fucking go to J. Alexander and grab a steak that I always get and go back home.
Yeah, man. You want to go shoot pool? She has no. Maybe she has on headphones. I'll ask her about it. We'll see. We'll see. I think she's wearing headphones. But yeah, man, how's your week?
Shoot a text. My week has been pretty good, man.
Talk about the chain first. I don't know how it came about.
My chain came about because, you know, I want to give myself a different look. So I want something to, you know, it's not real, but I want to get a chain.
Don't matter.
I know. Nowadays, nothing really matters nowadays. Nowadays, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. Yep. You could be a goddamn goofy clown nowadays and just call it whatever you want to fashion. I'm being me. I'm outspoken or whatever you want to call it. So I was fucking scrolling on Amazon. I'm like, man, look at all this raw ass shit. So I just started purchasing things. Like I said, I was wanting some style. So let's say this shit take off. Motherfuckers be like, oh, I want to see. You got to come see the chain. Or women start be like, I want to take a picture with the chain. So start getting a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? You just see I don't have any tattoos or nothing like that, but motherfuckers see the cigarello chain on the picture. You're like, oh, we know who's there. Yeah, baby. We know who's there. So that's my thought process with the chain, man. I saw it. I thought it looked nice. Honestly, I had an outfit that I ordered from Amazon that I was gonna wear. But when it came, it was a tad bit too small, so I wasn't able to put it on. So, but the chain was gonna go with the outfit and that hat that's sitting right over there, man. It's a nice ass hat. I was gonna fucking destroy the game, so I had to put it on the back burner. But that's why I got the chain, man. I got enough. Let me not say.
Don't give him too much.
Yeah, man. So that's where the chain came about, man. Just a different look, man. We're getting more viewership. We got another subscriber on the YouTube, man. I'm not gonna do it yet, but yeah, man. So I just wanna,
I'm not gonna do it yet.
I was gonna say the like, subscribe, all that shit, but
that shit the whole episode. Fuck it.
Yeah, but so just want to, how's it look, man? Just give it a new. Think I like it. Think there's some shit that you can wear outside for real?
Yeah.
And motherfucker won't look at it and be like,
fuck how they look at it. I was thinking like that, but nah, it's gold. I know a nigga that wear fake shit off Groupon and post it like he fucking like
he balling?
Yeah. He know if he watching, he know I'm talking about him. You know what I'm saying? He's looked at it and I'm just saying like he ain't got no shame in it. Fake watches, fake everything. Like niggas is so you ain't even have to say that. You could wear that shit, motherfucker. Let them ask you that. Alright, that's gonna be the picture.
hopefully that's the screenshot.
That's the picture. But yeah, no, man, I like that shit. I instantly noticed it. It put me in the mind like a Cash Money piece. You know what I'm saying?
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
I had to fuck it up. This is a Cash Money piece. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, but for real though, I like it, man. I got I do commend you. Do try to keep something different going. The weed paraphernalia,
man. Shout out Mo Loyalty, man. The hats have come in, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Mo Loyalty. She keeps hooking me up with the good shit, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So it'll be exclusive once I start putting my name and shit on the back of it. I'm not sure what I want to put on there. That's why I need a cool nickname.
You're searching for us since episode 1.
I have. I stuck with Dblock, but I don't know if I want to put that on a hat. In Chicago, motherfucker run up be the wrong Dblock out there did some shit like that.
You grown now. Yeah, like ain't no bro run it up on you.
I fucking be in Jimmy. They be like that nigga Dblock. Boom. Goddamn.
When I wear the Daeo 226, I don't want my name plastered across it, but I do the Daeo. Just do double D. Put double D on the back of your hat.
That gotta be cool too, so that's the hard part. Nah.
Double D. I spell like double D. So like, what the fuck is what? Dub? Somebody that double.
I'm not finna have this conversation with you. I won't put it on no hat. But my week has been pretty good, man. I went out with my homie Jose. He's actually the person who sparked the idea to go on the trip that I'm going to go on, man, tomorrow.
Yeah, you going on a trip.
Yeah, man. Guess where I'm going, man.
Where are you going? I didn't hear anything about it.
Did I tell you where I was going?
You didn't tell me anything until an hour ago you told me that you were going out of town. Where you going?
Would you like to guess?
If I had to guess, I would say Las Vegas. Because that's the easy one. But because you said it that way, I'm going to say maybe, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to say New Orleans. Florida. New York. Baltimore.
Nah.
No. D.C.?
Nah, bro.
Atlanta? Damn, I didn't empty it out. Empty the clip. California. L.A.
I am going to get high in the Mile High.
Colorado.
Denver.
Okay. Colorado? Denver, Colorado, man. Okay. All right. Doing a weekend escape. Okay. Mini guys trip.
Well, 2 people is a guys trip?
Yeah, for 2 of your boys.
Just me? No, just 2 people going.
You and a...
And a guy. Is that a guys trip?
Yeah, that could be a guys trip.
Okay, yeah, man. Saturday to Monday, man. Going out there getting high in Mile High, man. Just take a quick trip, man.
Yeah, that can be considered
quick
a guys trip.
Get drunk.
Your homie.
You want to come?
That's cool. You just spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment.
I ain't had nothing but time.
Spur of the moment. Ask me.
You can't call me a day before and say you can't talk. You can't put me on the spot and say the day before. Hey, yeah, man, you want to go out of town? How long you been knowing you was going?
What, Monday?
We on Friday.
Okay.
Why?
First of all, you wasn't going. You wasn't going regardless of what I told you wasn't gonna go. But
we done talked all week. You had plenty of opportunities.
Well, I talked to somebody and they said you should wait and tell Daeo on the show, see what his reaction would be. I was like, yeah, he probably won't care. He's not gonna give the reaction that you would think.
Be upset about it?
Probably hate on it or some shit like that.
No, I ain't gonna hate on it. Be upset about it.
I'm not be upset.
I felt the way when you told me. So I'm like, I talked to this nigga all week. Going out of town, we trying to keep secrets. Nigga tell me, now I tell you this. This is why we don't want to talk about. Like the nigga is always telling me how I'm the tough guy, don't show any male friend emotion, right? So
is this your emotion coming out?
This is the emotional moment, I'm telling you. So when I tell him, like, I get so mad at him sometimes. I want to slap him. Like, you ever had like a little brother or a sibling or something? You be like, man, don't make me show you. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I want you to understand I'm sick of your shit. That's what I want to say to him when he does things like this. I'm like, because I know it's deliberate.
WTF.
It's deliberate. Now, oh, come on. It be deliberate. Like he said, like, I knew. Like, something.
What do you mean it's deliberate?
It's deliberate. It's like, well, I would not tell him. Well, there's reason. Like, if I don't know about something, I feel like that's something I should know about. That's something that we had a lot of fucking
that I was going
phone
on.
time. Like, yeah, I'm taking a trip. You want to come? Go with my other friends. It's cool. That's cool. That part is cool. But it's just.
Let's not talk about all the fucking baseball games you went to with your friends. I never got them.
No, but see,
I never got one invite.
No, that part is not the problem. And you did get invites. That's before you start racking up frequent fly miles.
No, I didn't.
Because you were afraid to get on the fucking airplane.
Now, if you want to talk, I have a bone to pick with all my friends because all you motherfuckers always go outside, go do everything, and don't call me, don't tell me, don't notify me about it until afterwards. I get that phone call, y'all on the way home, talk about what happened, or the next day y'all want to let me know what happened. You never tell me. So I would be there. I would know what happened if you guys invited me. I never get the invite.
You ain't talking about me.
I am talking about you.
What?
I believe the last trip you went on, I think even when you went to Houston and New Orleans when you went, you told me like the day before or like the day of or something like that. Oh, you finna go to Houston. So I'm like, oh, okay. I just always like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, we finna go fucking. Y'all know I love the Simpsons or something. You finna go to the Simpsons exhibit tomorrow, man. Oh, okay. No invite, no nothing.
See?
That's how y'all is.
See,
it's okay. It's all right.
See what I mean?
I just do what all men do. I internalize it, I eat it, and I just chalk it up to the game, man. It's like, oh, okay, it's cool.
No, he don't. He harbors it. He harbors it for a long time until he can dish it back.
And then I do what they do, and then it comes out to me. It's like, what you be on? You on that gay shit, man.
Just so he can say that what he just
I'll be on that gay shit. I'll be on that y'all. I'm gonna be on that gay. What Dirk be saying? I'll be on that. Get me on that y'all shit, man. I'll be on that gay shit. Do what y'all do.
Just so he can get it out. Just so he can say that, so he can have his moment. You know what I'm saying? He got his moment. But yeah, man. I figured that it was like I'm like, well, maybe it's a secret getaway or something. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't hear about it. But, yeah, that's why I thought maybe checking like a little quick weekend trip to Vegas or something.
Actually, you know what it is? Like, I seen Jose when Nico came back. And Jose's always been a real good homie of mine. But because of what happened one time on my birthday between him, my girl, and my cousin, me and his, here you go, man. Oh. Me and his friendship sort of kind of waned, and then his ex didn't really like me and shit like that. So, you know how like women just come between the friendship and y'all never really stop being cool, but y'all just sort of kind of fall out.
But do you wonder what that is? Like, what is it about the woman that don't like the friend? Like,
well, that night it was totally his fault. I'm not gonna tell the story, but he was totally in the wrong.
Well, saying what is it about you in that moment to where you think, well, let me not even talk about that scenario.
Well, his girl didn't like
any other scenarios where the girl didn't like you?
Nah, his girl didn't like me on some extra shit. Like, she didn't like me and Nico for some petty shit or whatever. It didn't even make no sense why she didn't like us. Okay. But, yeah, what was it? Yeah, but me and Jose, like we just, like, he's I don't know, put his business out there, but we sort of in the same fucking boat. So, you know what I'm saying, trying to reconnect with him, trying to go out more, you know. This guy, to my left, he doesn't want to do anything. I just told you, he said staying out to 12 o'clock is his end goal. So, it's hard to go outside with somebody who doesn't want to go outside, don't want to do anything. We had plans to go outside the other day. I texted him at like 5. Then he ignored me for like 2 hours, and then gonna text me like, yeah, shit probably over with, man. I'm like, it's cool.
Did I tell you the truth though?
It's cool. I know it was over.
I ain't lied to you.
You did. You told me the truth.
I thought about it. I'm like,
you told me the truth. I was like,
but
come on. It's all good, man.
But you also know how hard it is for me to get out. When we just literally, when I just left out the door, my son is kicking and screaming, falling all down the damn stairs because he don't want us to go out the door. Mm-hmm. So that happens.
That's called spoiled.
Absolutely, they are spoiled as hell.
It's time for someone to take the nipple out his mouth and let him be his own man. And I'm saying that because she's in there, and I know she won't come in here. So I'm gonna get my shit off where I can get it off. Someone is spoiling the baby.
Antebellum. So that's just what that is, man. Like, it's hard. That's an excuse.
Sorry,
it's an excuse. She got on headphones. I'm telling you, man, you're good. She can't hear this, so you can. Okay, no, I think she does got them on. Okay, she don't. Alright, she did. No, man, but that's an excuse. So I keep saying I'm gonna make sure I make it an effort to get out. It's easy to get home and get comfortable and get lazy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. So, but I want to try to get out of that. So I'm trying to go out more. I want to do different things and
still gotta get that gym membership.
Yeah, you know. So that's what this trip came about. He was like, man, you want to go? It originally was Vegas. We was changed to Denver. Denver was a lot cheaper. It was like, man, fuck it, we gone. So I thought about it. I was like, man, should I hit T up? I was like, man, fuck that nigga. He probably ain't gonna go. Then I was like, I hit him up. Then I was like, I'll just tell him on the podcast. But I didn't think. I thought we would probably do this shit. We would have done it Wednesday. Had fucking Ty came and cut my hair, but he didn't. He took all fucking day to cut my shit basically Friday morning at 12 a.m. That's when I got my shit cut. That's why the pod got pushed back, so I wasn't finna call here.
And it's Ty fault that now I'm only dealing with a half a cereal milk instead of a whole zip.
Yeah, so.
Because it would have been available Wednesday. Fucking Ty, man.
Yeah, so that's why. So yeah, man, going to Denver, man. Kind of excited, man. Kind of excited.
Should be.
Yeah. So.
Should be. I told her that one of the good things about a change of scenery or just the step back from work is like I actually being able to take a vacation and want to take the shit. So like I'm absolutely doing the Punta Cana, but I definitely want to go to LA too. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to make sure I make time to take my kids back to the water park type shit. All of this. Like
are you a Nico type of guy?
Like
who only wants to go on trips with their women? So when you go to LA, could LA be a guy's trip, a quick guy's trip out there?
It could be, but I always feel like I just got to do my I don't mind going out of town with my woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we haven't done a lot of things. So I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that's going around having fun all around the fucking world while my girl is just sitting around. Like I can travel with my girl and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's been one of the stigmas that you kind of say, like, and that's been really pissing me off. Where like I get that stigma of just being a guy that don't want to have fun and know how to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
A buzzkill?
Yeah, buzzkill. I was just like, hey.
You are that.
No. I'm already, when I walk in the door, I'm instantly prejudged as that. So no matter what I do in that moment, even when I'm avoiding it, I'm avoiding everything. Y'all go ahead. I'm just coming with y'all. I'm doing whatever y'all want to do. People still want to look for me to make decisions. I don't want to make decisions. Just let me go with the flow. Because when y'all allow me to make decisions, as soon as I go against something that everybody doesn't want, then I'm the problem. So I'm going to just go with whatever the fuck y'all want to do from this point on. That's what I've been trying to do. Like, what you want to do? All right, come on.
That's why I'm interested, you know, with friends and stuff like that. Is I feel like that's why I don't want to say I question a lot of my friendships nowadays, but it's like I wonder about them because if we never go out, we never do nothing, then are we truly friends? Like, I don't really know how you are in certain environments. You don't really know how I am in certain environments. So it's like if you don't really do shit with your friends or the people in your life, it's like anybody can act any type of way behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? But when you out in public, when you out around other people, that's where you really get to see how people maneuver, how people act, and their true character and shit like that when they place in certain aspects. So a lot of my friends, I really do want to travel and do a lot of different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just experience life with them, you know, even if it's going to a bar, if it's going to a restaurant, if it's fucking going to the batting cage, going to the... Oh, I didn't tell you, man. I got my fucking my 40 card today, too.
You did?
Oh, yeah, man.
Where your weapon, though?
Yeah.
Where your weapon?
You don't worry about what my weapon is. You don't worry about
blicky. How that Hulu got blicky?
I got the blicky. I got the fucking chain. I am a Chicago hood nigga, West Side. Oh yeah.
They still ain't send me my shit back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm licensed to kill. All you honkies.
Headshot.
You know what? I rewatched Mortal Kombat.
Take it back. Take my shit back.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? Let me tell you this. I was talking to Hooli and I was about a sports show, right? And you know how like if shit pop, shit always come back and bite you in the ass, right? One of the do you know Matt Spiegel? The Score. You know who he is?
I've heard his name, yeah.
I said some very rude and nasty things to him a couple years ago, around the time when LeBron and was in Miami playing against the Bulls. Mm-hmm. He was dicking around LeBron, and I said some slurs to him that got me blocked. I guarantee you, if we did something sports related, those tweets will come back, and I'm gonna apologize for them right now because I probably should have said those things to that man, but I said it, and he should have had his big boy pants on, and I didn't mean it literally. Aside for him being fat. Everything else I didn't really mean. I wouldn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I would embrace things like that.
What? But outside, so when you say outside, like you mean like uncomfortable environments that they're not used to?
Not really.
So I think you can get to know somebody like you work well. I think we've been outside enough to.
I don't though.
So where else can we go?
We haven't really hung out as like guys or homies or no shit like that. In the crib, yeah, but like I say, when I guess maybe it is like some child shit, but like even with Nico, even with EJ, like it's from you'll go over here, sit on a certain block, you know what I'm saying, go to a certain party, sit outside the crib, outside in the front of the crib, you know what I'm saying, just different environments. You go shoot pool, you done. You know, paintball or any type of thing like that. So it's like even with me and you, like you've never called me and I never just called you. We just went and grabbed a beer somewhere, or we got like a bar or anything like that we always have. Like I say, the pool hall was the place where like, anytime motherfucker want to talk, get something off their chest, or just chill or kick it, everybody always knew we gonna go to the pool hall, or we gonna go bowling or something like that. Like what's that shit? Bronze Zone was a place that we always used to go. Like shit like that. Like we never really did no shit like that. So we done probably went to. We could probably name the place. Doc Ryan's. We probably name on one hand all the times that we went outside and did some shit. Like just outside. Just me and you, or me, you, and Dre, or, you know what I'm saying, me, you, and Ant, anything like that. Like, so that's what I mean. Like, a lot of my friends, even, like, honestly, none of my friends I have that. And with the women, it's like, I don't really feel like I do anything in terms of going to a bar or going to a restaurant to eat. Like, fucking Pac-Man zone or fucking none of that shit. So I don't really do anything like that. Like right now, I did it back when I was younger, but I haven't really done it a lot now. In like the past, I want to say like maybe like 5 years or something like that with my friends.
Do you think that would define a friendship? Like because y'all don't really have that. I know what you mean. That guy shit. We be like, all right, every Friday or Sunday we watch the game together. All right, I'm coming to your. But that's still like just getting together. But I mean like consistently, because I've done that with like. Younger days when we get together and we go out and we do things, we are doing everything together. I think it's a little different when you get older. I think it's easier if you are like. I think once
I just don't want to.
You lock yourself up. I think that'll change. I think your mindset will change with that.
I don't want to fall into that role. So I'm a family oriented person. So when I get a girlfriend and family and kids and stuff like that, I'm gonna love being around them.
Yeah.
But I also want to have a life outside of my family, a life outside of my woman, and just my own peace and sanity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want my woman to be able to pick up and be like, hey, it's fucking Memorial Day. The girls going to Atlanta for the weekend for fucking. What's the Black Essence Hair Fest or some shit like that, or going down to New Orleans for that Black Ebony Fest that they always had down there. Like, I want her to be able to go do that, because when it's time for,
you gotta have friends to do that.
Right, I want her to have friends because I want to have friends. So like how you say you don't want to feel guilty if you and your friends hop on a jet and go to fucking to go to a Lakers game or go to New York to go to a Knicks game or something like that. You don't want her to be sitting in the back, or you don't want to always have to bring her. So. I don't want that. I don't want to be like, we just cool, we just kicking it. Like, nah, I want to be able to kick it with my own friends and kicking with the person I'm with. So I want to know how you are and how you maneuver and how you conduct yourself out in public, out at a bar, out at a club, out of town. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how you move. That way, when you are out and about, I'm not worried about it. I'm not my mind not worried because I know how you move when you outside. I know how you operate when you out there. I ain't worried about you. I know you watching your back and all that other different type of shit. So I just want to just basically get to know. I feel like that's just a part of my life with my friends or my life period. I feel like I'm sort of kind of missing out on.
Oh, I got
like
you.
Just going out, hanging out, getting outside the house. You know what I'm saying? Just not being texting friends and phone friends. You know what I'm saying? Like actually just getting out and moving around. So,
doing stuff, doing shit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do this year, you know.
I got you.
And I will hopefully and I start to feel some type of way, especially with women. This all start with women. When you see a woman always going out, you never get invited, stuff like that, you start to wonder, like, why the fuck am I boring? Am I a type, you know what I'm saying, that motherfuckers don't want to hang around me or something? Have I gave myself, like you say, that stigma of not being fun, not being a cool person to hang around or whatever? Like, have I given myself that stigma unknowingly? So now people don't really want to fuck with me. Motherfuckers don't really ask me to go do shit and stuff like that. So I just want to get out of that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, do shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, motherfuckers like, what do you do? Like, if you dating and you start dating, that number one question that any girl, anybody always asks is like, what do you do for fun? That's a hard question.
Yeah.
It's like everybody always say the same cliche shit. Like, oh, I just watch TV, chill, go out to eat, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's generic. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, nah, I done went horseback riding. I like to go to this little park every Friday and walk around. Like, I want to actually have a life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people feel like they got a life. They don't really have a life. And maybe it's just looking back at, you know what I'm saying, DMX funeral was over the past weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's a great funeral. Seeing how they was all riding through New York and everything like that. And you hear people, when you hear him talk, he's a person that you look at and people's like, from being a fan of his music, you so happy that he's not happy that he's gone, but you okay with it because you knew what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, DMX is one of the people that you just know he's somewhere positive. You know what I'm saying? He's with the Lord because he always just manifest that and thought that. You know what I'm saying? So he cool where he at right now, and it's like he's lived a full life. And it's like, if I was to die tomorrow, it's like, well, what the fuck have I done? What did I do? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I want to get out and actually do shit, actually have a life, actually experience shit, you know?
Yeah.
Different type of shit. Man. All them motherfucker was, like, I don't want to have a kid. I'm talking to my kids and be like, well, you had me at 34, Dad. Like, what was you doing? Well, I wasn't doing shit, son. Sitting around smoking weed, scratching my ass. Like, nah, I want to be like, man, every other weekend, man, we went to Baltimore, we went to Philly, we went to Green Bay, we went to fucking North Dakota, we went to Tennessee. Like, that's the type
traveling
of
shit. I got you.
Like,
no, I got you.
Every road trips, all different types of shit. So I just want to, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of not having kids, not really having really true responsibilities.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Just live life.
Now, that's it. That's what I was going to say, because all those things you saying outside of, like, traveling like that, now, I've had my fair share of travel, but I have had my fair share of fun. Well, I've done pretty much all this shit that I can do. I've got it all out the way. So once I have my kids, I've become comfortable with doing what I've done because I'm able to say I've experienced that. Now, when you say getting complacent, I miss being able to get up and go out and play basketball, or I don't miss hanging out with my guys. That I don't miss, because that's been replaced with my kids.
But you go play basketball, who you go play with?
But that's what I mean. Like, so that would be what that's for. So, like, I just talked to Goodwin the other day. Now, I was like looking at like his father and them, like, so what they had in common is they play poker. So they go and they play poker every Friday night or whatever. They still play sports together. You gotta have something that you guys want to do. You know what I'm saying? Collectively. So, like, I would love to go to the batting cages. That ain't your speed.
It is.
Now, I mean, you won't do it.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? Now I know you will do it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's something that I didn't know. So these are the type of conversations that we need to have. To say, hey, man, what the fuck do you like to do? Are you willing to do that? I bet. I'll do that. And then I'm the type of person that I got to make myself get up and do it. So just like when I know I'm coming to Club Gas, I have to get myself in a mindset to where I'm like, all right, by this time I'm getting up. But the whole day is centered around me getting up, coming to Club Gas. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's how it is. I'll have a whole day planned out in my fucking head. As soon as I get home and I sit still, it's over. I don't want to move again. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I got to get out of. But, yeah, man, you got to figure out some things that, like, I didn't think that you would do batting cage. I love to go to the motherfucking batting cage. Be competitive about it. You know what I'm saying?
I went once before, and we went once. That shit was fun as hell. I think I went with Jose and Nico, and we never went again. And I was like me, Jose, and I think other homie David.
Yeah, like pool. I'll do that. I suck at it, but it's something.
It's
that
like what
I
white
do.
people do to golf. You know what I'm saying? Like
Top
they
golf?
don't.
I love top golf.
I don't like not top golf,
Yeah.
actual golf. Top
I know.
golf is like some child shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mini golf.
it's like that's kid shit. You know what I'm saying?
You would actually golf.
But only reason I'm saying that is because as an adult, and I was talking to Jose, he said the same thing. Jose told me I have to stop taking women to Hooters. I have to stop taking them to Buffalo Wild Wings. And Taco Burrito King is not a date. He was like, they may have good food, but you send the wrong impression if you go there because it's a family restaurant at the end of the day. So all ages can come in. But if you take it to a nice bar, a nice little, you know what I'm saying, a little hole in the wall or whatever that's nice, that's a adult shit, you know what I'm saying? So you already know only certain type of activity is going to go on there. Ain't going to be no kids. So if we go to Top Golf with your guys, you may have anything from a high school party to anything in that bitch, a family of people in there that's going to not stop your fun, but anybody with a true fucking conscience and a brain ain't going to do certain things that they would do. Certain conversations won't be had probably at a Top Golf like you can really have them and talk how you want to talk and what you want to do on a golf course or at a pool hall. You know what I'm saying? I can go shoot pool at Dave and Buster's and Bronzing Zone all day long. There's fucking kids running all around. At some point, probably trip over one of them. When you go to a pool hall, it's liquor there, cigars in the air, cigarette, you know what I'm saying? Adult shit, it's a different environment. It's like I went into a cigar lounge and shit, and it was just like, man, I want to smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? Like that vibe and shit was just different. So I think that's.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk more about that shit, but
Had a very emotional man hour, man, in the first hour of the podcast, man.
We talked about the Bears.
All feelings and shit. But that was my week, man. I bought a chain. So I think I should take it with me.
Yeah, take it with you.
Take it with me.
Wear that shit.
And wear it out there.
Man, you see some of the stuff.
My plan is. Here we go, man. I want everybody to hold me to it. Here you go, man. I want everybody to hold me to this. All the straight gas on me listeners, Daeo, sis, in there. I want everybody to say, tell me where's your picture. My thing, I want to take a picture with a woman, either with this chain on or like holding the chain or something like that. And I'm trying to get 5 new subscribers from the Straight Gas Homie podcast from Denver. That's my goal that I'm trying to do while I'm out there. That's my goal.
I actually was looking at that picture with that hoodie. No, the picture that you sent, the logo, the Straight Gas Homie logo thing.
Mm-hmm.
Could she put that on some hoodies? You think?
I don't know. We have to buy it and purchase it, make it our own first, and then probably we can ask. I can ask.
For sure. All right. That's something we need to talk about too. I like that. I think I want to do something like that. Shirts and shit. Storm.
Are you ready? It's not a storm, jackass. It's fucking Lord Raiden.
What that say?
It's lightning. What is lightning? Who has lightning? Rating has
storm,
lightning.
Man.
You always messing up my transitions, man. But we get out of there, man, and we'll talk about the hard hitting
bullshit. Excuse me.
Get it out.
I'm done.
You ready to take a sip of your vitamin water?
No, I'm good.
Get it out. One more. I think you got one more cough in you. You got a lot of mucus in there. Should I put up the video of a young woman telling you got snot running down your nose?
I do.
Like right now?
I ain't got no snot running down my nose, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I thought I really did. I kind of felt it.
If you guys knew the video, you know what I was talking about.
I don't know it.
But how Mortal Kombat came out, man. What do you think about it, Daeo?
Originally, I watched it the very first time. I didn't like it. I thought that it was all over the place. I didn't like the fight scene. I liked the very beginning. That got me amped up. I was like, okay, it's a lot of bloody, gore type shit going on, Mortal Kombat type shit. I had to go back and rewatch it because I really wasn't. I didn't grasp the concept, so it's kind of like I thought it was staying along the lines of like the movie, the format of the first movie, or around like the original game. So they actually want to get to Mortal Kombat and actually had like the little tournament, but it was kind of like a fusion of new and old, to where like they're jumping from fucking portal to portal and shit, doing combat in various locations. So the second time I watched it, I gave it a okay. So we looking at that. I view it differently. I think it was a good movie. I think it absolutely probably was the best Mortal Kombat, like you said, of the series. But I still absolutely hate the fucking character that is unknown, that they decided to just go with a new way with them. If I had to take one negative takeaway from the movie, it would absolutely be that guy and his fucking abilities. And
Cole Young. He has names, not unknown.
Fuck him. I don't know his name. I know he had a billy club and a sword on his fucking arm, and I don't understand why. So he would be the negative I would take away from the movie. But if I had to give it on a scale of 1 to 10, we're gonna go 7.5.
There's been a lot of bad reviews about the movie. I don't understand why. I really enjoy it. I really like the movie. My fucking stomach killed. I think it's good. I think it was good. I like the direction that it went in. So everybody is mad about the fact that Liu Kang wasn't the main character and it wasn't about him. Like, I like the fact that it wasn't, because you get to see Liu Kang in a different light. And I heard Sub-Zero signed on to be in the 4 more sequels. So this is going to be a franchise. They're going to have a lot. So you don't got to get everything out in the first movie. And you know what I'm saying? You can clearly see from the way that they made the movie and from everything that's going on in it that they building to something. And they, you know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everybody's character. Of course, Kano, he stole the show. He was the best character.
He is the character. Liu Kang's is, I really don't like the way they did Liu Kang. He kind of give me a weird fucking vibe every time I see him. Liu Kang, but
I think he's just young. You know what I'm saying? And since the way I'm looking at it is, since Liu Kang is the main character of the whole series, he's gonna develop and build into the Liu Kang that we saw in the first Mortal Kombat from 1995, or the Liu Kang that we introduced to in the video game. Well, he already Liu Kang. He already kicking ass. Like, I feel like you're gonna see the evolution of him and see how he becomes the great Liu Kang. Like, I don't think he's at that point right now. So that's probably what's gonna happen over the course of the next films, because he, at some point, he gotta fight Shang Tsung. At some point, he gotta fight Shao Kahn. Like, he gotta go against these Shinnok. Like, he gotta go against these people. So at the presently constructed, he's not powerful enough. He's not good enough to go against them. So I think over the course of the series, when they do make their sequels, Cole Young will probably die off. He'll be gone, and Liu Kang will probably step into the reins. But I think it was a good movie. The storyline, I think it was good. The way that they set up the sequels, and they had all the Easter eggs and shit up in there, I think it was good. If I had to, my one takeaway from the movie would be Raiden and Shang Tsung. I don't like either. I don't like either one of the people that play them, and I don't like how Shang Tsung was dressed. Like, I don't like that. He just don't look like him. He like a fucking emperor from like Madagascar, the Last Dragon Emperor or some shit like that. Like, he don't really look like Shang Tsung. He looks kind of fruity.
I got you. I didn't like Raiden either.
Yeah, so like those was my only things about the movie at all that was bad. Like, just. They shit was terrible, but the action was good, hard hitting.
Kung Lao was good too.
Yeah, like everything was pretty good, man. I honestly, from watching it, I've listened to a lot of videos of all the Easter eggs and shit like that you missed, and characters and all that type of shit. I
gotta watch.
I can honestly say, like, I think they did a damn good job. I think it's definitely the best Mortal Kombat movie by far, and I don't know, man. I think Mortal Kombat could be the next franchise to watch out for. If they just,
you think it's gonna be big?
Yeah, I think it can be. If people go out to see it and they don't listen to fans, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what fucks up a lot of movie series is you listen too hard and you listen too much to fans about what they want, and you just go fucking downhill from there. Like, y'all got a vision, keep making y'all shit. Hopefully, you make enough money you can keep doing it, but keep going with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it'll be decent.
You think it'll be closer to, like, well, I'm definitely not gonna compare it to Marvel. So let's say like Transformers, like,
yeah, or definitely
Fast and the Furious type stuff, where you, like, think it's gonna eventually get carried away, or like Transformers had like a good the first two for me.
Even if you want to say this could if this is good, this could open up the door for a new Street Fighter movie. And then if you open up the door for a new Street Fighter movie and they do that shit right, then now you may open the door for a fucking crossover or something like that. You never seen it on the video games, but I don't think so. Has it been Mortal Kombat vs. Capcom?
No, it was DC.
So
Yeah.
We don't want to see. I don't want to see that. So keep it in the video game realm. What if they combine those two, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, together, and boom, now we got a new universe. So
I could see them doing a DC Mortal Kombat.
I don't want to, but why though?
Yeah.
That ain't in. That's just some video game shit, and it ain't gonna make sense. So if you keep it with video games, fighting games, or backwards. Even Tekken, I ain't never seen Tekken like do all that shit. Can you imagine in 5 or 6 years we got an ultimate fucking fighting movie of Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Street Fighter motherfuckers all meeting up, battling it out? That should be cool. Having it matter. That's the one thing that my takeaway from this when I first talked to you about Mortal Kombat is, fuck. I wonder how long this shit's been going on.
Or at least the video.
But that's the one thing about Mortal Kombat for my takeaway that I didn't like from listening to people, and it's like everybody always want to go around and say they want originality and they want something new and something fresh, but when they're giving it, they don't like it. They bash it and they compare it to the other one. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the old shit. It's like, well, y'all said y'all hated the old shit, so we gave y'all some new shit, and y'all said y'all hate this shit because it ain't like the old shit. Like, make up your mind. Like, it makes
you
no
wanted
sense
to go. I prefer to stay more along the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the game storyline, but the storyline changes so much within the game. So when I was originally watching it, like I say, I was looking for like. I did not like the original Mortal Kombat movie, but I thought they were going to go somewhere along the lines of the original Mortal Kombat movie, but then kind of like, when I saw them go with Sub-Zero, I'm like, all right, they finna focus more on Scorpion, because they just had like an animation about Scorpion's revenge type shit, so I'm like, all right, maybe they're going to center it around this. Mm-hmm. So when I started looking at it and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, we never going to make it to the tournament? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just started fucking, well, Raiden just was teleporting motherfuckers to different worlds. Even the bad guys, like, he was just that was Raiden sending them there. So they didn't even know they were fucking getting there. That's the one thing I would take away from them. I'm like, nah, like in the game, but that's how it would happen. They're like, we're going to our world, or we're going here, the new one. So when I rewatch it, I'm like, okay, they are just like mashing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Like how Marvel is.
Yeah, and the way that they got their abilities and stuff like that, that was a creative way. You know what I'm saying? To give them their actual powers and shit like that. And
it's like you don't. You can also have different types of media. So you can have a video game media, a TV media, or a realm, and you got what's going on in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Shit that happens in Marvel movies is completely different than what happens on Marvel cartoons and in Marvel comic books. It's 3 different. As get into my nerd bag. It's 3 different canons that shit is, and they blend all that shit in. So when they writing for the new one, they'll take some shit from a comic book, from a TV show, and from a movie, and then they're gonna add it into your new character, and that's what it's gonna be. Like, so if you are a person who likes these movies and you want to judge them and stuff like that, like, I said, just look at it like that and look at it in that vein. Like, it would be very dumb for you to go word for word, thing for thing, and put this on an ID you go, because you know what's happening next. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make it different, spice it up, and change some shit about it. And I think they did that on Mortal Kombat, and I think it was a damn good movie, man. Hopefully people give it its just due, and it grows. But if it doesn't, I think it's gonna be one of those cult movies in 6 years. Everybody look back on it and be like, man, I have dumbass do now. They gonna put the shit on Netflix or something. And everybody gonna be like, man, I seen that boy. It's good as fuck,
it's
man.
It's gonna be #1 and shit.
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up.
This on YouTube, this like showing the whole fucking movie. You can watch the whole movie without
showing all the fight scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, man, was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I want to ask you. I'm pretty sure you didn't see Michael B. Jordan's new movie.
I did, actually.
Uh-oh.
I fell asleep on the end.
Whoa, damn.
I watched it last night, but so I can follow. So if you started off, I can follow. I saw that they had like a 2.5 stars out of 5.
What'd you think of it?
From what I've seen from it, I didn't think it was bad. I think it could have. The storyline is kind of, we've seen this before. You know, take out the family. You can kind of see the bad guy coming from the beginning, where he go like to predictability. Like I said, I didn't follow it all the way through. I kind of fell asleep halfway through it. But from what I seen in the beginning half of it, I think it was like a solid movie. Like, I wouldn't say that it's gonna be. I wouldn't say it's like a 2.5. I'm gonna go and watch it again when I get home or tomorrow. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it has potential to be a solid movie. It depends on what you're looking to get out of it. It's a prime movie. It's a Tom Clancy. You just like you know what you're getting from it. Video game type style. You see the little Marine shit. I can't even look at the TV anymore. I hate watching shit like that. But yeah, man. I think what did you watch the whole thing?
I saw the whole thing.
All right. So what did you take from? What did you think?
I think just like Tom Clancy video games, I think it's just a name. You know what I'm saying? So if you play video games, if it say Tom Clancy, you're gonna go get it because it has the potential to be good. But every time when you turn that motherfucker on, you start playing, you be like, same old, the shit kind of trash. So from watching the movie, it just didn't deliver on what it was marketed as and what they. I understand.
I ain't see none of that.
I understand marketing and how you get people to come to view your shit, and they did a great job with the marketing of it, but it just doesn't go along with how they marketed the movie. And it was good, but it just didn't do a good job in terms of the storyline and the acting to bring you in and make you really care about the characters. For me.
So I didn't see any marketing. I literally just seen it on the thing, and I said, all right, let's watch this. So had I seen the marketing, would my mind be changed? Like, what do you mean? Like, you watch the previews? I know you don't watch previews, so like,
what
just
marketing
seen
it.
saying?
Just,
like,
it's all been all over Facebook and everywhere about.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
about everything. So it's like it just didn't hit for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's a pretty good movie. Got good action scenes in there.
I think it's 2.5.
I'll probably give it.
I'd
definitely give it a two or something like that. Like because it's not. It could be better. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I hate when people like fumble the ball. So I feel like this is Michael B. Jordan's chance, just like Idris Elba with that movie The Take. I feel like that was his chance to show you want to be 007. Show me you can be 007. He didn't show. I wouldn't want to see him be 007 from watching that movie. So Michael B. Jordan's another person that they've said that they could be the next 007, and he needs to be the next leading actor in a movie. But when you give him lines, like just the way that he talking in the movie, like he talking real low, real slow, like he won't open his mouth, like he got shot in his mouth or something.
He's
like
ugly as fuck on that table after he got shot.
I'm like, it's like it just didn't translate to me. You know what I'm saying? Some parts of the movie, like it was good, but it was like some wrestling shit. It's like
a movie produced by WWE.
Yeah, it's like we want you to view Michael B. Jordan as this type of person, so we're finna put him in this movie and let him just do incredible shit. So next time he be on screen, you could just look at him and be like, he could. Like,
okay.
And it didn't seem organic. Like Jason Statham, when you seen him in the Transporter whooping ass like that, and in the Transporter 2, whatever you seen him in after that, you knew he was gonna whoop ass. Like Jackie Chan Rumble in the Bronx. Like, and then Mr. Nice Guy. Like, he can fight. He whooping ass. So every movie, like, I don't have to put Jackie Chan in positions to where he could, like, in Rush Hour 3 when he was fighting the big dude with the big head.
Yeah.
It would have been unbelievable if Jackie Chan then would have whooped his ass. In this movie with Michael B. Jordan, they'd have made him whoop his ass. And you'd have been like, all right, man, come on now. So that's what this movie was for me. It's like, but to me, you don't have to show that. He's done a great job in a lot of movies. He was Creed. He did a hell of a job in fucking Black Panther. So that was one of my favorite scenes. When he whipped ass in that goddamn cell.
Water.
Yeah, like that. But that's him. If you give me that throughout the whole movie, I'm cool. I can hear him when he talk. He's showing personality with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. The rest of it was just like, Still a good movie. I still think everybody should go out and see it. I just wouldn't. I'll say this and I'll leave it. You can get back to you if you want to say anything. For the women, if you, whatever reason you come to see Michael B. Jordan, a woman will be satisfied with this movie. But for a man, if you're looking for action, if you're looking for story or anything like that, like, I think you'll be a little bit disappointed halfway through it or whatever. But you're like, all right, man, that's how I look at this.
All right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna finish watching it, see how it play out.
Anything else, man? What else was you watching?
I did watch something else. Something else came out. Did we talk about Snowball? No.
Not yet. Whatever we're gonna get to that. What else you was
Alright.
watching?
No, I think that might be it. I just watched something else. I watched Mortal Kombat, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Shit we probably gonna get to. So.
What did you think of Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I liked it.
Overall,
the entire series.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked the series. I think the episode 5 they went a little too long. Kind of bored me. Everything else, I liked it. So if I had to give it on a scale like out of 5, I would probably go 4.3 out of 5.
Think it was that good?
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. For what it is. Now, depending on what you look for when you watch, like WandaVision, outside of the last episode, I probably would give that the nod over Falcon and Winter Soldier. But the action in the last episode didn't deliver. Like the build up in the anticipation in the story around WandaVision was more intriguing than Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it just didn't deliver at the end for me. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think his suit could have been better. Probably could have had I thought this whole thing could have been made out of like vibranium or something. It kind of defeats the purpose to have the wings, but then have the suit regular because you still can get shot. They could have did something more along.
We probably had vibranium in the suit.
I don't know. I think they should have went more along the lines like with Black Panther's suit, like how his shit was. Maybe it is. Maybe we don't know. I think the action in the beginning. The first time I watched it, I thought it was fucking great. The second time I watched it, the action wasn't as long as I thought it was. It wasn't as impactful as I thought it was. So that's why I gave it a little different review on it. But overall, I like the fucking action in it. I like the fucking his speech. Not his speech, but just the way it kind of centered around. It kind of tied back into.
Well, as a father and a true adult, how did you view Black Panther? I'm not Black Panther. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's like the message that it was trying to give off. Like, cause you're pretty sure you watch this, your kids watch, or you watch it with your kids or whatever. So how did you feel about that?
Well, what I didn't look for it. I didn't see a message. It's like it's reality of what's going on.
It was a clear message.
You
like
know
you can clearly see that Marvel and Disney and all is like this is pumped full of the black or the black.
Yeah, but they said they was gonna try to tie that into
or whatever.
Right? Yeah, like social injustice, and it's just trying to tie into the reality of the world right now, and then just the fact of a black man being Captain America. Like I didn't look at it. I understood it from the jump when he wouldn't take the shield, how it would be perceived. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like not the speech, but like how he had everybody around it, and it was kind of cheesy, right? You know, like. All right, I'm gonna convince them. In the real world, that wouldn't happen. You would give that speech, they would still fucking do all that shit that they were gonna do anyway. But just I'm saying, like how you got the bad Cap coming back and then just getting himself back involved, and they listening, and then Bucky making a little joke and shit. All I heard was black, like trying to, and then bringing it back to comedy. You know what I'm saying? Then what they did, with the guy, the very first Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he was an old grouch that wouldn't leave the house, and they had really done a lot of wrong to him. So I didn't expect him to have. I knew it was gonna be something tied into his history, but that moment, how it made him feel. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that just putting yourself in his shoes. Like I went through all of this for the country and blah 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 blah, and now I'm finally coming and I get my stats when I'm done. That meant a lot to him. Right. Wouldn't mean shit. It don't mean a lot to me. But I'm saying for him and who his character was, that meant a lot to him. You know what I'm saying? So just the way they tied that up, the way that they went, they're going with the. That was a power broker. Is that what they named? I still don't even. That I know. I'm like, okay, so who is she working for? Like, that didn't really do much for me. But like I say, the relationship that they built along the way, Bucky and fucking the Falcon. I really wasn't a fan of Falcon. I couldn't see myself watching the show. I never in the beginning when they even what Avengers was that? Was that Civil War? When they brought them on, they was like, they're going to have like the new Avengers and shit. And it was like, Wanda. I was like, if they made Avengers with these characters, I wouldn't watch it. And the fact that I got pleasure out of watching 6 episodes with Bucky and the fucking Falcon, you know what I'm saying? I had to appreciate it and I had to like it. So, that's my take.
So in terms of so what would you do as a black man in America? Would you be Captain America? if you was in that position and they could hand you the mantle to represent America as a black man, would you do it?
To represent America?
That's what you're doing essentially by putting that on.
If you asking me, I would probably say no. But if you put me in a character of Sam, then
No, I'm putting you as you. So would you?
Nah.
If you was, if
but
you,
not for no, not
if
for no
you
black
was
political
Sam,
shit.
so if you're Daeo, so you're Sam in your mind, your cognizance. What would you do in that position? Would you become Captain America? And if not, why not? Why wouldn't you be Captain America?
Well, you answer that fucking question. Because you asked me all these fucking questions where I'll be high, be expecting my answer, you dissect them. So sometimes I feel like I'm on a fucking hot seat here. But I would say, I'll be like, wait a minute, I'm on a hot seat? I wouldn't fucking do it. And ask the question again. Ask them all. I'm about to
Are you nervous? What's going on?
I'm fucking extremely high, like too fucking high. Ask it again. Go ahead.
Would you be Captain America if you was Sam? Would you do it?
No.
Don't answer the question as Sam the character. But
No,
would you
I
do
would
it?
not do it because like you could do no good. You would be fucking held to a standard that you could not fucking achieve. It's worse than being a fucking quarterback and being black. You see what I'm saying? Like I just talked about it earlier in the show. So like that stigma. So like no matter what, I feel like you could do no right, and they would at every chance they would come after me to try to find a reason to get that mantle away from me. So I wouldn't even put myself through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't call myself Captain America. I probably would keep the shield and take all the amenities to it.
Would you be Black in America or something like that?
No, I wouldn't be no Black Power shit either. I probably would just stay Falcon. Then I would just give myself I don't know, I just have a cool upgrade. You know, but no, I wouldn't. Would you be fucking Captain America?
I wouldn't be, and it's because of what always happens. It's like if one person would do it, then you allow every racist person in America to say, "See, he's fucking with us. He's doing it," and regardless.
Oh, for those reasons. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you would just be being a puppet and helping just keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's no good you can do by being a black representative of a place that doesn't want you and doesn't do anything for you. I think that's stupid. That makes no sense. That's like insanity to me. So to step into that role and to be that for whatever reasons is dumb as hell. Like even for its reasons, okay, I want to do it because it's like voting or whatever. Like when people try to get you to vote because your ancestors back in the day, they went through all of this for you to get the right to vote. So you better not waste your right to vote. And they try to beat that down into you. It's like it's a white person beating that down into me. It's like, all right, but if you listen to some true black people, it's like, or people that's really listening to it, they're letting you know, like, no, it's stupid to vote. Like, they're not doing anything for you in terms of voting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did all that, but people that did things in the past, they may have thought they was helping you out in the future, but they could not be. It could turn out to harm you. It could turn out to be a detriment for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's done in the past is not a good thing. It's not something, it was so fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got rid of so many people in the past to fuck up our future. You know what I'm saying? So why won't you think that they giving us information and telling us something that can fuck up our future or whatever? So that's why I wouldn't do it, because I wouldn't want to be used down the line as that mantle like Obama will be, as that president that said, look, you can do it too. Keep aiming high, kids. You had a black president, you know, blah, blah, blah. But really ain't do shit for us. You really ain't help us out. You really wasn't really for us. You was a fucking puppet. You was just somebody that we can put there in history. You could do this 500 more years and fuck us over, because in 2008 to 2016, we gave y'all black president. So you can't ever say we against y'all. It's like you hire one black person. We got our one in wrestling. We got our one champion, Farouk. We got a champion. We're not going to let him keep it like Bob Backlund and all them for 10 years. He can hold it for a month, maybe 100 days total, 15-year career, only 100 days. But
only defended twice.
Yeah, like, okay. Like, so I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go put myself in there and be that puppet and be that mantle for America. Okay. That's what I think. I think it's bad. And going on in terms of that is like the interview that I watched with So that's why I'll end Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's why I really like it. I'm kind of intrigued of what's gonna happen next and what's gonna go on. I heard that they announced like a whole bunch of more projects. Like the Captain America 4 is coming out. They announced something about Spider-Man. So Marvel did a whole bunch of announcements. So they got a lot of new movies and TV shows and stuff like that in the works. So if you're a Marvel fan, definitely go check that out. It's a lot of big things coming from Marvel this year and beyond that they just started to announce.
What about the karate one? What's his name?
I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is he supposed to tie into the fucking?
He is, because he's gonna have a Mandarin and all that. So he a pivotal character in the Marvel universe and all that type of shit. But I won't watch it because I won't. That's one movie that I probably won't watch because I probably just won't be interested in. I just watch the end credits and just watch whatever that'll show me today.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was decent, but it just didn't do it for me. Like it really didn't do it for me. Nothing about it did it for me, and I don't care to see the new Captain America movie, especially if these are the characters that you gonna give me. Like, nah, if you ain't gonna give me Nick Fury, if you ain't gonna bring nobody back.
What if the original Cap, come back?
That's the only way. You gotta tease the original Cap coming back. Otherwise, what I think is finna happen with Marvel is what's happening with DC, where people are finna start picking and choosing what movies they want to watch. Before, in the first 10 years, you felt like you had to watch everything because it was so good and it was tying in so well. With this is the first chink in the armor to me where you like, y'all slipping a little bit. Y'all, this shit kind of trash, shit kind of weak. Okay. And especially with the little Shanghai shit or whatever, like, you're going to start making movies that people don't want to see, and everybody going to start to, like, they're going to start disassociating themselves with it, and you only going to go for the big movies. But the one thing I will say that Captain America did, they set up a lot for X-Men and the mutants, like Madripoor and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So they did that. So I think this set up a lot with the mutants coming in. So with that and that alone, I give it kudos and it did good. But overall, I could have did without this shit. Okay. And there's a lot of Marvel shit I can do without. But
probably Loki.
That's gonna be another one that's gonna be like iffy, but we'll see. Did you watch the Dr. Umar Johnson interview, man?
No. I saw his exchange with fucking DJ Envy. But I didn't know. You talking about when he was on Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah. I've seen a couple of his interviews. I didn't watch that one.
How do you feel? Are you on Envy's side about that?
No. Nah. No. I'm not on his side with that. With him saying that he's okay with what the officer did.
Yeah.
He doesn't see
what we're talking about is the officer in Ohio that shot the girl 4 times.
Hell no, I don't agree with Envy. And I told you that. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, you don't need to unload 4 rounds into a female. Now, they say, like, I still haven't watched the video. So even if I did watch the video, I wouldn't change my mind. They keep saying that, like, she was like, he shot her right in the midst of about to stab the other girl. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
So is that how it happened?
How it happened was, I think he was dead wrong. He definitely didn't have to shoot him. He should have tackled him. He should have got in the middle of him and intervened. Because when he ran up, one of the girls was they threw the girl in front of his feet when he ran up. Then some man tried to kick her. Then the girl, I think the girl that he eventually shot was like thrown in front of him. Then she got up. They was finna fight or some shit like they was finna fight. And let's say he was like right there, like maybe with a camera at. That's how close they was. And he was telling him like stop. And the girl was like standing there, but she stopped. Then she started back and she was finna stab her again. And that's when he shot her. So he definitely could have jumped in there like there's no reason. If you see
whacked the ass in the head he could have whacked her with the club or something. They still been wrong, but could have done something.
And that's the thing. See when you first look at it, you have a certain outlook on it. But then when you say he could have even shooting her with a taser, even hitting her with a baton.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do any of that. Like he could have just literally stepped in the middle of him and stopped him. Like, when she came up, he didn't have to stand back and say stop or wait, and that's why I would agree with...
he showed no authority?
Right, and that's why I agree with people. It's like, I don't know if you ever been in a public school or anything like that. You know that security guard that come there, he got that respect. That teacher or whatever, when the kids get rowdy, that's gonna come up in there, and when they pop their head in or when they say stop, motherfuckers stop.
Yeah.
So with police, they supposed to have that same type of authority about themselves and that same type of, I don't know what you would call that, like just fucking manhood about yourself. Like when you walk up, it's like he walked up like this with his hand on his gun instead of walking up.
Be scared, man.
Right, diffusing the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't do that. He could have stepped in at any moment, just diffused it or whatever with his hands and pushed them away. But you know how they treat black people, how they just, like you say, are scared. I don't give a fuck if you are walking up to a crowd or whatever. You're the authority. At the end of the day, you wearing a vest, you have a gun, you have all these tools to stop whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely could have stepped in, punched the girl in the head, kicked her, drop kicked her, or whatever.
And you'd have been wrong before they just said he was wrong, but still it wouldn't have been a fucking death. And that's what I hate too, though.
Not wrong. I mean, he would have been a little. If and that's he would have been wrong in anything he would have done aside from tackling that girl. That's the only thing he had to do. Like literally, all he had to do was just tackle her and restrain her. And get the weapon out. Like all you had to do was literally go boom, smack that motherfucker out of half. I think it was a butter knife. That's all he had to do. So anything he did other than that,
it wasn't even a fucking like.
I think it was a butter knife or something like that. So you just,
my god,
people saying it's a butter knife.
That's why I can't watch it. But this is what God damn it, keep going. I forgot. I lost what the fuck I was gonna say. I was gonna go somewhere with that shit.
Yeah, but that just, I don't know, man. I honestly feel like what needs to happen and what black people need to start doing is executing swift judgment on these people that do things like that right there then in the moment. I mean, honestly, we're all gonna die someday, and the way it is going now, we fucking gonna die by them, by their hands. It's looking like at some point. So if you really finna ride and you really about all this, talking all this shit, like y'all, we are literally sitting around in crowds and mobs. Like they killing us in front of us in big ass crowds, and we're not doing anything. Like,
but then they make excuses for it. Like I hate when you see like the niggas fighting in the airport. You saw that video, like, and in the comments you see somebody saying like, "Also, you want us to defund the police? You want us to do this?" This don't even fucking apply to. We're looking at that shit the exact same way that y'all viewing it. That ignorant shit in the fucking airport when they doing all that shit, that don't give you an excuse to be a fucking coward behind a badge and say, well, I was scared. We pay you to serve and protect. So if you a pussy, not even that's what the problem be. They be scary as fuck. So they walk in already with fear in their heart. So that's why they shooting these motherfucking kids. That's why they shooting us. Not because of these motherfuckers just cowards, man. And I just hate to look at that shit and I see when motherfuckers make excuses for what happened in Chicago or when they see some other violent shit and they say they try to tie it into some cop shit. Well, you be like, nah, man, that shit not even the same. And that's why I can't watch that video. You know what I'm saying? Because you see it too much. And it just be like, it happens and then, like you say, the motherfuckers just get acquitted. They don't even talk about it. They'll just lie to you like you're not watching the same video.
Yeah, it's crazy. And with the Dr. Umar Johnson, I think a lot of people should watch that interview. And the one thing I think a lot of, especially black people, should take away from that interview is the fact that he said in the first 100 days, he has wrote and passed a bill for transgenders and Asian Americans to stop violence and things like that against those two groups. He's done nothing for black people. Not one thing. Obama did not one thing. Like, nobody has done anything for us. Nobody has passed any laws to stop people from killing us. Like you said, you don't make it any time that a black person is killed unarmed, or it should be a hate crime.
Well, did you see the George Floyd thing they're trying to put in place?
Nah, I don't
just like chokehold and some other shit.
I'm with him. That's what I'm saying. Everybody should watch this interview. I'm with him with all that because, and even with some this podcast I was listening to, was like, it's just a lot of talking. It's a lot of lip service. So when people is coming to me about all this stuff, all these different things that they put into place, like they just saying all this shit. Nobody's really digging in deep and caring or looking and seeing what these laws are or what's really going on. Like, you just voting for these people and just nothing is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it literally nothing is happening. Nothing is ever going to happen because we never apply the pressure to anybody for anything to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fucked up. So I don't know anything about the political world and politics and none of that shit like that. But if you want to know anything about it, I think everybody should go listen to that interview and just hear what he said. Specifically, what I took from that is the fact that Asian Americans, off of 1 year of what's been going on with COVID, had a law put in place for them, and it's named after the COVID. So you can't say all sorts of stuff. No, this is a law named after the COVID shit, and y'all put that shit in place, and things will happen to black people forever, and nothing's happened. So when you hear people like myself that's saying like they don't really care about what's going on with other races or whatever, it's like these are the reasons why, because we always start caring about other people and they do shit for other people and they'll never really do shit for us. So that's why I be feeling the way that I be feeling about certain shit.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong, sir.
Yeah, man, getting out of that, man. We'll get back into music, man. I listened to Moneybagg Yo album. Have you heard it?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of it?
I think it was solid. I don't know the names off rip. I just let it play all the way through. I think it's a Moneybagg Yo. Like, shit. Like, I'm too fucking high, man.
Well,
You go in detail about that.
Going
shit.
back from
I think it was decent though.
From when we had Goonie the God on the show, man. Shout out Goonie the God. When he was on the show, he said that he wanted to hear a different type of Moneybagg Yo and a different type of music, like him.
You think it was different?
I think I've never heard a Moneybagg Yo album, like I said before, but this is the first one I listened to front to back, and from his singles that I heard from Moneybagg Yo, this was different because I'm thinking Moneybagg is like a turn up party rapper and all that. Like this did have different type of content. He was rapping about different stuff, different type of beats. You know what I'm saying? It went from like the party shit to like the girl shit to like the introspective shit to like the stunt shit, like to the revenge shit, like the Memphis shit. Like so, he did put a lot of things on there on the album. So it's a different album. It's not like the same type of album. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like the same type of song, same type of beat or whatever. But so I think it was pretty good. It's kind of overhyped from everybody that you're saying. That everybody's saying like, man, it's a great album. Like I said, I have never listened to him, so maybe this can be an upgrade from what he's put out before. I think it's good. But that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, like
it's pretty good. I guess it's the case of you don't want to go into something that's super overhyped when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? But it was good.
He got that shit like on Heartless. That's the one where I really got introduced to Moneybagg Yo. The Heartless album. Then I went back and listened to 2 Federal. And then the last one I really listened to in its entirety was 2 Heartless. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of like the same type of shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like what I get from Moneybagg Yo. You know? Like, so that's why I say it wasn't really different for me. It was just like some regular Moneybagg Yo shit.
Did you like it? Did you impress? Or
I did like it. It was solid. Like out of Moneybagg Yo, out of all his albums, like
22 songs. How many you like out of 22?
Nah, out of 22, I made like 10. You know, consistent. What I would add to my playlist. But if I had to grade them, I would probably give him maybe like 14 out of the 20. Okay. You see what I'm saying? But for his other albums, it's probably less than that. I may have like 4 or 5 that I'm really a fan of. But it's just not for me. Don't mean that it's a bad song, it's a bad album. So that's why I said, like, if I had to be fair and grading them on some of them other albums, I would say I would probably go out, if he had 20, I would probably go like 16, 15. But for me, I'm only going to put in my rotation maybe 4 or 5 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Any standout songs, man?
Yeah. I like Dirk verse on the song with him and Polo.
I think Polo G verse was better than all 3.
You do?
Yeah.
I like Dirk on Free Promo. I like If Pain Was a Person.
Dirk killed that. That was good.
Yeah. If Pain Was a Person.
That I Ain't Lying song. That shit was
good.
Good.
That one cool too. I actually like the one with him For Real.
For Real was good. I had the one with him For Real was alright.
Yeah. You know, like I ain't like the girl song.
The one with Janae Aiko was decent.
Yeah, that's cool too.
I like what she said. Make my little booty feel like a big old booty. I think that's gonna be a lot of captions that's going around. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one. That was cool too. I listened to the one like I always try to start it off with the ones with the stars, so I can kind of see since that's what everybody's listening to.
I hate doing that shit.
And I never liked those songs, so I'm like that's how I can say like it's just not for me. So I'm not gonna discredit the song like the one with him in Future. I told you I'm not a fan of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think Future is just starting to like, okay, starting to see him try to get the fuck on out the way, Future. Like that sound is kind of like, yeah, maybe over with a Future.
Saying it's over with for Future because you don't like his sound, man. What about DJ Khaled? Now, I will say one thing about DJ Khaled. In terms of promotion, I've never seen anybody promote or hype up anything better than DJ Khaled. He's been everywhere, releasing so many fucking videos and YouTube clips and fucking Instagram clips. Like, DJ Khaled is everywhere. So, I don't give a fuck if you don't want to know about Khaled album coming out. You're gonna know about Khaled album coming out. The best fucking promoter, the best hype man, the best everything in the business. Nobody can fuck with DJ Khaled in terms of promotion, in terms of getting you excited for some shit. Yeah. With that being said, DJ Khaled does get you excited for a bunch of bullshit.
Terrible.
And he gets you excited for a bunch of things that's gonna let you down. Like, so
it's like he fucking cut and paste. Like, like the song with Wayne and fucking Jeremiah. I fucking hate it. Wayne verse, I listened to it, alright, cool. But if you think I'm gonna listen to 3 minutes of that other shit before I get to you, shit's not gonna happen.
It was like a Jeremiah song and they just put Wayne in at the end.
Yeah, like cut and paste.
It didn't really go. And then the stuff, I was expecting Wayne to kill it only because Wayne hasn't put out an album in a while, I don't think. And Wayne, this is what Wayne we've known Wayne to do. This is where Wayne became Wayne at, you know what I'm saying? Jumping on DJ Khaled shit. And even if it's for a couple of bars, like, he kill all that, he destroy that shit all the time. So I was a little let down from this, from Wayne, especially with this being an intro. I thought he would come a little harder. Out of the, what was it, like 15 songs, I will honestly say I think I got like
14.
Downloaded like 6 or 7 of the songs. So
what did you download?
My favorite, I think this is a standout performance from her. I think she killed this fucking album. The song with her and Amigos is fucking crazy.
You can't heard that one. You like the one with Meg?
She killed that shit. The other one with her on there was good. I think she killed that shit. I think it was like her and Bryson Tiller and Lil Baby, I think, or something like that.
With that was Body in Motion?
Yeah, that was good. She killed that shit. So her is the standout that I would give for this DJ Khaled album. So if you listen to it, to me, I would say you listen to it for her. I did like the song with Meg. I like Meg verse, and I like Lil Baby verse. I didn't really like the Baby verse that much. I liked Post Malone hook. So that song, when I seen them four, I knew that song, you can't mess with that. Like, even DJ Khaled tried his hardest to fuck that song up. I don't know what he was going with the beat, the hook, all that. Like, I don't know. Like, it just sound weird. Sometimes when he'll start the song, you think it's going one way, and he just do too much. Like, he think he Kanye or somebody. Like, you really beside himself. Yeah, you really experiment too much with the beat and make that shit a hard listen. I did like the Meg song. The standouts is her and Migos and the Meg song, I Did It.
Okay.
I was disappointed with the Baby and Lil Durk song. Even though there's no Lil Durk slander that ever be spoken on this podcast, I think it was a good verse. It just wasn't, I don't know, just the beat just didn't go with it or something like that. Like, I just didn't like it. I liked it.
I like Durk verse.
I like it. Was okay.
Yeah.
Like yeah. He always kills with all that. Like, yeah. But it's just the song. I don't know, man. It's just I just didn't like the song.
I gotta listen to it again. But like I ain't really like Lil Baby's verse. I love Durk verse. And I like the song.
Maybe that was it. Maybe Lil Baby verse coming into it wasn't that good. So I didn't really like it. But
Sorry Not Sorry. Give me your take on that.
I was disappointed in Sorry Not Sorry from Nas' verse. I didn't even go back and listen to Nas' verse. I don't even know what Nas was talking about.
Nas been delivering some not so quality verses for me lately.
Okay.
So go ahead, because I'm glad you said that, because that's what I'm looking. I'm like, Nas, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, maybe I'm not thinking deep enough. Maybe we got to get...
Yeah, Nas was that didn't do it for me. That verse was subpar, to say the least. It didn't hit for me. It didn't grab my attention. I listened to the Jay-Z verse, I think, like 3 times. Not to say because it was that damn great, but it was all right. Like, I feel like what happened, I think this is DJ Khaled calling in favors from a bunch of people that he know, and they jumped on his shit.
Like his last one.
And this shit gonna sail to the moon. But I think DJ Khaled is starting to run out of favors with people because they ain't even really giving their top effort. I'm saying from Wayne didn't give his top effort. Meg and them did, but they the new up and comers. But maybe this could be what I was saying with the sports shit in the beginning of the show where the new school motherfuckers is coming up and they gonna take over for Khaled and they gonna keep this shit going with your Megs, your little babies and the babies and shit like that moving forward. But it was a good song. And I guess I could see it from if you're an older person and you riding in a car and you on your shit, you winning at the moment, you know what I'm saying? All your plans and shit is going good and you turn that on. You get you a nice cigar, a nice glass or whatever, and you just riding by Lakeshore Drive and listen to that. I can see that. It'll probably go off on a late night when you riding with your girl, listen to it. That'll be a song that a lot of people play. But it just wasn't, it didn't hit like a lot of Jay-Z versus hit that we've seen. When his features, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't it for me. The Cardi song, didn't really like that neither. I ain't really like a flow on there. That was another one I feel like DJ Khaled, like, fucked it up. Like, that's what I've learned. I don't want to hear Cardi rap that slow and like that. Like, I want to hear Cardi sped up. That's why I took from that. So I really didn't like it. I would hard listen this DJ Khaled album. The best songs on there was Drake Popstar that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
like,
when I saw that shit on there, I was like, this can't be a new album. Maybe this is a fucking
that was the best
song. A deluxe or something.
Yeah.
That's what I literally thought, man. This shit was a deluxe. When I saw those songs on there, I'm like, is this supposed to be from that album? Like, that song is that old? Like, no, dude.
Yeah, I ain't really.
Hell no. You getting sales off of the old songs from then. Is this shit here? It's not selling. I'm just looking at it right now. Let me go look at it. Not one song
had a stop at it.
None of them got a stop. It's
trash. Even when I looked at it before, I was like, damn, ain't none of these motherfuckers got stars.
I'm trying to zoom in on this blank expressionless ass son. He fucking finally showing a little bit of emotion, and it's very little. But yeah, man, nah, I ain't a fan of DJ Khaled shit at all. I saw Dirk put it up, and I was like, oh, you got an album coming out? And I instantly just went to the Dirk song. Saw Jay-Z put a verse out. I heard a little clip on Instagram. Wasn't impressed. Didn't even look forward to it. Like, and then I heard Nas. I'm like, oh no, hell no. Like, I'm expecting something big from you two motherfuckers together, especially nowadays with Afrocentric Jay. I'm like, all right, you finna get both of these niggas talking knowledge on the song? All right, you finna kill it. Nah, I'll pass on it.
Disappointed a little bit. I do think it's gonna be. I was talking to somebody and I said this is outside music, so I do think a lot of these songs will be played outside. So when you outside and you gonna hear a lot of them play, like I said, the Jay-Z.
Who do you think? What lane do you think Khaled's music is in nowadays? Who playing?
I can see this like party shit. I can see this if you go to a party, if you go to a bar or something like that. I can see this being played. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's another reason why I say I want to go out, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the takes and things that we have sound real out of touch because we not out. I'm not outside, so I don't know. So when I was outside at the bar with Jose, like, I heard a lot of songs. I was like, wow, I ain't know they even play this shit up here. I ain't know they even play this. I ain't know they play that. So I do think a lot of these songs, at least out of the 14, I could see 5 to 6 of them being in heavy rotation for the rest of the year. I definitely could see that.
So the Cardi, the big names.
The Cardi, the Meg, definitely the Migos and her. I think the Bryson Tiller, when the song "The Body in Motion," I think that's gonna get played a lot.
Like, see, look at
the Sorry Not Sorry gonna get played a lot.
Her, Migos, that shit don't even go together.
You would think it don't go together. Then when you hear it and you hear her getting off like that, that shit cold, that shit good.
Yeah, but I would look at you to be like, man, you just copy and pasting shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
But her has been on a tear. Did you hear her and Chris Brown?
No.
Of course you didn't.
I'm not listening to that.
You should turn it on when you and your lady leave out of here.
Her and Chris Brown, all right.
It's a pretty good song.
I like Hit Different. Is that her? Or is that...
I don't know.
That's the other one. What's that? Who is that? The Hit Different. Okay, she got headphones on for real now. I think that is her.
I mean, you give a motherfucker 2.5 seconds to answer. I hope you're not like that at home. Well,
she would have responded. By now, that's what I'm saying.
On command like that? Good goddamn.
On command. Go ahead, man.
I ain't give her a chance. Maybe she got to think a little bit. There's a lot of gas rotating in. Maybe just hitting her a little bit. Shit.
One of our favorite songs.
I guess
Scissor. That's what that is.
It's definitely a scissor.
Yeah, Scissor.
Not no goddamn her.
Yeah, I ain't familiar with her then. Scissor is the one.
You need to get familiar with her. Anything else, man? So I'm gonna ask you, did you hear the Lil Baby and Joyner Lucas? Ramen and OJ?
Hell no.
It's my song of the week, man. Maybe go back to getting the song of the week.
Yeah.
Ramen and OJ, Joyner Lucas, and Lil Baby, man. It's a damn good song. Definitely should play that. I think that's a good ass song.
Ramen and OJ, what is it about? Ramen noodles and orange juice?
Nah, it's about it's just about them basically rapping about them not going back to that broke shit they owe life and shit like that.
Okay. Alright.
It's a pretty good song. I like it.
Alright, I'm gonna check it out.
I definitely like it. And the Lil Baby remix with Meg, like I said, man, I feel like it's Lil Baby and Dirk, man.
I saw that
every week.
You like that? You like Meg verse on that?
Yeah, I think she killed that shit.
No.
Like every week, man. Every fucking week, it's just Lil Baby puts some shit out, then Dirk puts some shit out. Lil Baby puts some shit, Dirk shit. Then Moneybagg Yo puts some shit out. So I think they gonna have.
About Soulja Boy, man, Big Soulja. You think you making a comeback with that clap song?
I didn't even know that was Soulja Boy's song.
Mm-hmm.
Probably So this is what Soulja Boy does,
it's
man.
crazy, right? You like
I'm Soulja Boy every fucking year or whenever he feels like it, he can always drop a song, drop a hit. It's just one song, and he gonna go to the top. That motherfucker gonna sell a lot. He gonna go away somewhere. Like I don't give a fuck what he does. Like Soulja Boy always gonna keep a song. He's a fucking legend. He should be respected as one.
You be like, how the fuck did that song just do that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I see everybody doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like it just become a thing. Like that motherfucker, he be speaking that shit into existence. That's one thing he do. He's speaking into existence. I tried to listen to the real song. Please, no way. The actual song. I want to try to listen to it. No way you listen to the verse. No way. All chorus. That's it. It's all chorus.
Well, I think that's it for this episode of the episode 56 of the Straight Gas Homie podcast, man. Didn't even tell the a player with the number 56, man.
I'm trying to think of one. I tried to think of it instantly. I was going to say Hunter Hillenmeyer. Maybe wrong. Maybe 58, but we're going to just go with Hunter Hillenmeyer.
What?
Bears.
Lance Taylor? Only 56?
Lawrence Taylor?
Lawrence Taylor? LT? He's 56.
Well, he's 56. I think he is. We can go with that.
How you going?
Hunter Hillenmeyer.
Why would you go with Hunter
Because
Hillenmeyer?
we go with the Bears.
Just like, why would you go with motherfucking Mike Brown over Troy Polamalu or Ed Reed? How dare you say Mike Brown better than Ed Reed? How dare you say Mike Brown was better than Ed Reed?
Don't sit here and lie.
How dare you?
I would never say something so blasphemous about Ed Reed. But Troy Polamalu, Mike Brown, I'm saying it right the fuck now. Mike Brown of the Chicago Bears, give it to me.
Snoozing on that tape.
Is a better, would have been, had he had a full healthy career like Troy Polamalu, he would have been a better safety. And I stand on that shit.
Well, next week, man, we have a debate that you're going to have to argue with me about. Kendrick Perkins has said he would take Russell Westbrook's career over Allen Iverson's career.
Fuck Kendrick Perkins, big, stupid, dumbass. Fuck him. Fuck you, bitch. That's how I feel about
wow.
That's how I feel about Big Perk. Your weak,
OMG.
weak garbage ass, man.
Awkward.
Don't disrespect the GOAT. Come on, man. You fucking trash. There's always a trash motherfucker that's always trying to talk about a GOAT.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Fuck off, Big Perk. Fuck off.
Okay.
And that's episode 56, Hunter Hillenmeyer. Double D.
We are going to get out of here. Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of the Straight Gas Homie podcast. I am Dblock. To my left is Daeo, the Truth Teller. Like, subscribe, comment. Straight _ gas homie is the YouTube. It is also the Instagram. Straight Gas 226. Straight Gas Homie 226 is the Twitter. He is Daeo 226 at Instagram. I am Dblock 1203 at Instagram.
What happened to the paper?
Hit the share button. It's still right there. There's no paper behind it.
All right.
Why don't you stop fucking touching it? It's gonna crack some more. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, man. Phone a friend. Tell a friend. Come fuck with us at Straight Gas Homie Podcast, man.
Might have a guest next week. May not.
Ooh, will we? We are out of here, man.
You gotta give me that app, man.
I'm not giving you shit.
What an asshole. What an asshole, folks. What an asshole.